Coming to you live again, this is Keith with another video. Today, I'm working on a 50-inch plasma TV. I got this television from a gentleman for a relatively good deal. The television, when you hit the power button, it would cycle on and off, on and off, on and off. Did a little bit of diagnosed troubleshooting. Come to find out that it had a bad buffer board and a bad Y sustain board. I made the repairs to the Y sustain board, but I wasn't 100% sure that the Y sustain board worked. So as you can see, I only have one buffer board in there. The lower buffer board itself is still good, so I didn't want to put it in there because I was afraid it's going to blow. And as you can see, this is the upper buffer board that was in there. This particular buffer board was blown, and as you can see, I have removed the bad IC. However, I do have silicone over the pad area to prevent the electricity that goes through the pads from arcing. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and plug it in and show you that the television works. Now this particular model, you can actually turn on this television with just a one buffer board in there. Let's hope the panel don't fall out. However, you're going to get a jacked up image, but you will get some kind of image if all the repairs are done correctly. Now as you can see, I got a check signal cable and a HDMI. However, the picture is clear, although the camera is showing it as blurry. But in this particular half right here, in the upper half, as you can see, there's like little lines and blue sparkles. That's because I'm missing the IC in that particular area. Now, if you install a bad buffer board, into a good Y sustain, you're going to blow the Y sustain board again. Now, to find out if your Y sustain's bad, or not your Y sustain's bad, to find out if your buffer board is bad, on my workbench here, I got another upper buffer board. As you can see, this is the exact same model and the exact same part number. The only difference is I haven't removed this particular, or a bad IC from this particular board. To test if the board's good, what you're going to want to do is prong the two power pins, the negative and the ground, on the buffer board itself. On this particular model board, the power pins are going to be the far end. So if you put your ground to one end, let's see if I can hold this camera and show you at the same time. Sorry, I'm kind of bad at this. And put your voltmeter in diode mode here and here. As you can see, the very last pin, normally it's the 3 pins. These 3 pins here should be the power pins. The fourth one should, yeah, that's a data pin. This one here, power. Anywho, and these bottom pins, or the top pins on this upper buffer board, these ones here, are all the ground, if I'm not mistaken. If you have a short across those 2 pins or section of pins there, basically your buffer board's bad. And what would happen is if you plug in that buffer board into a good Y sustain board, you will blow your Y sustain board. So, to identify the bad IC, is basically you're going to do the exact same thing that I did with the other Samsung buffer boards. You're going to prong one terminal on the ground. Let's see, I got these cool little handy dandy clip things. I could probably clip it on here and get it to go. Let's see if I can get it to clip. Probably not. I might get lucky. Let's do it from this angle because I can clip it better this angle. Is it going to go? Oh, here we can do it like this. Oh, if it'll squeeze up in there, I should say. Hold on for a second. Let's see if I can. Sorry, you guys are probably like, why is the camera all over the place, man? There we go. I got it clipped over there, and as you can see, you ground that one out. Sorry, it's a red connector, but it doesn't matter. And to identify which IC is bad, basically what you're going to do is run your probe against each one of these little pads. I think when I test it, it's going to be this area here. Basically, you just run the probe. And you just run it across until you get a consistent beep. Once you get a consistent beep, then basically what you're going to do is follow those tails or the leads to that particular IC, which one of these is going to be bad. One of these bad ones is going to be bad. Somewhere around here. This is shorter, right? Yeah, it's shorter. Oh. Yeah, you have to be careful too because you'll jump a pin too real easy. So as you can see, this pin right here is grounded out. Basically, this goes directly to the panel, and basically this particular pin right there is grounded out. And if you follow it all the way back, it goes to this IC here. Now you can remove this IC, which I don't have any help now to remove it, so I can't have anyone hold the camera and then remove the IC and then show you basically that's basically going to be the blown out IC. Now I do not have this particular brand IC in stock. However, I do have other brand ICs in stock. As you can see here, and here, and I have more all over. I have ICs all over that I could use to replace that. And I might make a video tutorial on that, but probably not. I made a video tutorial on replacing IC before, and it's just a drag, takes out forever. But most of you guys that are watching this video get the idea. If not, just watch my other Samsung buffer board repairs, and you'll get the general idea of how to repair it. Well, I don't know if this really helps any of you guys out because I didn't really go into details on how to repair the Y sustain board. But I can tell you this, it's not one or two bad parts. It's like a whole baggie full of parts. I think I replaced like a whole crap load. I got 2 bad caps, electrolytic caps. So there's like 2, 4, 6, 7 transistors, 1 MOSFET, and the blue caps, they weren't really bad. They were a little low, so I went ahead and replaced them because I didn't want to take a chance on them blowing. But yeah, there's a bag full of parts. Some of you guys are going to probably like freeze the video and be like, okay, what parts in there? Okay, let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with it. Basically, check your board for a short and you'll find it. Hope this helps some of you guys out. Talk to you later. Bye.